Doing a little more fading history here. Things that are getting lost to time. This is out of our wheelhouse here a little bit because we're out in Warren, Ohio. And this is the former Packard manufacturing facilities. They made Packard cars and Packard electrical equipment here dating back to the 1890s. And General Electric bought out the business, the manufacturing facility, in the early days in 1932. General Motors bought it, and in 2008 they closed it because of all the manufacturing going to China. So anyway, these are the abandoned buildings. Much of them have been abandoned since 2008, so that's about 15 years ago. And you know, you can see it right along the railroad tracks over there. And this is one of the old brick buildings here. And we can walk in behind here, see what else there is. So this manufacturing place here, this building right here, and the one over here, in behind here, is actually going to start being used again. There's a company that's going to make automated parking equipment for parking garages that automatically parks the car, and they're going to start manufacturing stuff here again. So that'll be cool to see that they're going to reuse it and get it back up into shape, hopefully. But there's a lot of work to be done here. Some of these buildings are getting pretty tough. Anyway, here's part of the brick building here. You can see some of it back out in there. Pretty cool place. We'll walk around a little bit more here in a different location at the other end of the property. Well, here we are down in the back. We can't go back any further because this road is closed right there for some reason. Things are getting pretty run down here. You know, it's typical of the manufacturing side of America. They've let a lot of this stuff run down and get in poor condition. We'll look over the fence here. You can see the old parking lot. Here it is here. We'll whip around this way. You can see it's all grown in with grass. We'll see if we can see something over the wall here. You can't really see over the wall, can you? Well, too tall. Let's see if we can get around it without getting arrested here. Looks like they got some new cement work going on here because they're starting to work on a portion of this property. I can't get in there. Oh, here we go. We can look through the fence right here. See? It's all getting run down in there. You can see the old towers up in there. Look at all those ends of that building over there is all ripped off. So anyway, this is kind of the theme of our channel, you know, fading history. This thing's fading off into time, but this one's going to get saved. This company that's coming in, they're coming in from California, I guess, and they're going to start manufacturing stuff here again. So they're getting some work done. Probably getting a little government money, see if they can get it done. But anyway, that's that building. Look at the old light pole over here. This thing is cool. We'll do the light pole, then I'll take you to another building that I saw in town here. That was called the Packard building, and it's all run down, but it's a very nice Victorian looking building, so we'll check that out. I just thought this pole was kind of cool here. I was going to zoom in on it a little bit. Kind of an interesting light pole there. So we'll catch up with you at the other building there. Well, this is the other building up here. I just thought these are some really cool old buildings. This one here, I don't think it has any relation to the Packards, but I don't really know. But this building over here is called the Packard building, so we're going to show you that. Packards were a high-end automobile produced from 1903 till 1958, I believe. That's kind of spooky. They got a lot of gravestones and stuff all lined up in here. This house is all kind of falling apart. So this is Warren, Ohio. And some really nice old Victorian houses here, old architecture. This is the other building. This is one of the tops of the towers off of a house. You can see it right there, how big it is. It looks like that one sitting up on top there, but it's a different one here. And it's even got the slate, notice the slate roof on it. Pretty cool. That's been around a long time. And it looks like what they did is they pulled it off there was probably another Victorian house sitting right here, and they pulled it off of there. But this place, I don't know if they're restoring it or what's going on, but it's an amazing building. And you can see on the front, it's called the Packard building. I'll show you up here. Kind of zoom in on the name there. See the Packard building right up in there, see it? So anyway, really nice old brick building. Windows are all boarded up and stuff. It's all fenced off. We can kind of show you this side over here. But this is some cool automotive history, some Ohio history. And hopefully they'll save this building, but you just don't know what they're doing. Maybe somebody can comment on this video and let us know, you know, what the plans are for this building. We'll walk over to this side. A really neat building. Look at the stonework on these arches and stuff. Just an amazing place. So anyway, that's our little video on some Packard history. And Packard made automobiles and electrical supplies. And they date way back. A lot of American history there. You hate to see it going to the wayside. So hopefully this place gets restored. But in the meantime, the one that was over there where the tower came off is gone. That history is gone. Except for the tower right there. You hate to see that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. Give us comments, give us thumbs up. All these things help the channel. And if we get enough activity, we can do a lot more of this stuff. So please do your part and help us do some more of these fading history videos. And we'll catch you on the next round.